The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of lavender and rose. The colors blended seamlessly, creating a breathtaking canvas that seemed almost otherworldly. As the last rays of sunlight kissed the treetops, the forest began to transform, bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of twilight. A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves, whispering secrets only the forest could understand. The leaves danced and swayed, their movements like a delicate ballet choreographed by nature itself. Each rustle carried a story, a memory of the forest's ancient past, and a promise of the mysteries yet to unfold. As twilight descended, casting long shadows across the mossy ground, a sense of peace settled upon the woods. The shadows stretched and elongated, creating intricate patterns on the forest floor. It was a time of transition, where day met night, and the forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the magic of the evening to fully unfold. The air, alive with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, seemed to hum with a magic as old as time itself. The fragrance was intoxicating, a blend of freshness and earthiness that grounded the soul. Sunlight filtered through the trees, casting a golden glow that made the forest floor shimmer with an almost mystical light. This was no ordinary forest. This was the Enchanted Forest, where dreams took flight and worries faded into the night. Here, every path led to a new adventure, every rustle of leaves hinted at a hidden secret. The forest was alive, not just with the creatures that called it home, but with the dreams and hopes of all who wandered through its magical embrace. In the Enchanted Forest, time seemed to stand still, and for a moment the world was perfect, bathed in the soft, enchanting light of twilight. Beneath the emerald canopy, a world of wonder awaited. Tiny mushrooms with glowing caps lined the forest floor, their soft light illuminating the path. A family of deer, their eyes wide and gentle, grazed peacefully in a sun-dappled clearing. A playful squirrel, its tail twitching with excitement, scampered up a towering oak tree, and high above, a wise old owl, perched on a branch as ancient as the forest itself, observed the scene below with knowing eyes. Among the rustling leaves and fragrant flowers lived a colony of fireflies, their tiny lights twinkling like stars fallen to earth. The littlest firefly, named Flicker, was the brightest of them all. His light shone with a joy and enthusiasm that was contagious. Flicker loved to dance among the wildflowers, his light leaving trails of shimmering gold in its wake. He brought laughter and delight to all who crossed his path. One evening, as the first stars began to appear in the velvet sky, a flutter of worry touched Flicker's heart. His light, usually so bright and cheerful, dimmed to a faint glow. He had lost his way while playing hide-and-seek with his friends. The forest, once so familiar and welcoming, now seemed vast and shadowy. The rustling leaves sounded like whispers in the growing darkness, and the shadows cast by the trees took on strange and frightening shapes. Section 5. Whispering Pines. Flicker flew through the whispering pines, his light flickering anxiously. The tall trees, their branches interwoven overhead, seemed to close in around him. He called out for his friends, his voice tiny and lost in the stillness of the woods. But only the echo of his own voice answered him. Fear, cold and clammy, tightened its grip on Flicker's heart. He longed for the comforting glow of his home, for the warmth and light of his family. Section 6. Moonbeam Meadow. Just when his hope began to dwindle, Flicker spotted a soft, silver glow in the distance. With renewed determination, he flew towards it, his tiny wings beating furiously. As he drew closer, the glow grew brighter, revealing a moonbeam meadow bathed in soft, ethereal light. In the center of the meadow, a group of fireflies danced and twirled, their lights painting the night with joy. Flicker recognized his friends and, with a surge of relief, flew towards them. Section 7. A Gathering of Friends. His friends, overjoyed to see him, welcomed him back with a chorus of happy greetings. They had been searching for him too, their lights flickering with worry. Flicker, his own light shining brightly once more, told them of his adventure. The other fireflies listened intently, their lights dimming in sympathy as he described his fear and loneliness. When he was finished, they showered him with love and reassurance, their lights twinkling in unison. Section 8. Glowing Guidance. The oldest and wisest of the fireflies, her light a steady beacon in the night, had seen many moons and many seasons. Her glow was not just a light, but a symbol of hope and resilience. She had guided countless fireflies through the darkest nights, her wisdom a source of comfort and strength. Gently, she reminded Flicker that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to guide the way. She spoke of the ancient tales, where fireflies would come together to create a symphony of light, banishing the shadows and bringing warmth to the coldest nights. Her stories were filled with lessons of courage, unity, and the enduring power of light. She told him that true friends are never far away and that home is always waiting. She described how the fireflies would gather around the oldest tree in the forest, their lights intertwining to form a radiant tapestry. This gathering was a reminder that no matter how far one might wander, the bonds of friendship and the warmth of home are always within reach. Her words, filled with wisdom and kindness, soothed Flicker's worried heart. He felt a sense of peace wash over him, as if the weight of his worries was being lifted by her gentle glow. The wise firefly's light seemed to wrap around him, offering a comforting embrace that reassured him of his place in the world. He realized that he was never truly alone, not as long as he carried the light of friendship and love within him. This light, he understood, was not just a physical glow, but a reflection of the connections he had made and the love he had shared. It was a beacon that would always guide him back to those who cared for him, no matter how dark the night might seem. Section 9. A Heart Rekindled. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, casting its silvery glow over the Enchanted Forest, Flicker felt a renewed sense of hope and courage. The forest, bathed in the gentle light of the moon, seemed to come alive with a magical energy. Each leaf, each branch shimmered with a silvery hue, creating a mesmerizing tapestry of light and shadow. His light, brighter than ever, danced with joy and gratitude. Flicker had been through so much, facing darkness and uncertainty. But now, surrounded by the beauty of the night, he felt a profound sense of peace. The fireflies, his tiny companions, mirrored his emotions, their lights flickering in a harmonious dance. He had found his way back to his friends, and in doing so, he had rediscovered the light within himself. The reunion was a moment of pure joy, a celebration of friendship and resilience. Each firefly, with its unique glow, added to the collective brilliance, creating a beacon of hope in the heart of the forest. The forest, no longer a source of fear, once again felt like home. The familiar sights and sounds, the gentle rustling of leaves, the soft whispers of the wind, all contributed to a sense of belonging. Flicker realized that the forest had always been a place of wonder and magic. It was his perspective that had changed. The rustling leaves whispered lullabies, and the shadows cast by the trees became playful companions. The night was alive with stories, each rustle and shadow telling a tale of its own. Flicker listened, his heart open and his spirit rekindled, ready to embrace the adventures that awaited him in the moonlit forest. Section 10. Dancing Lights. Flicker and his friends danced among the moonlit flowers, their lights weaving patterns of joy and laughter against the velvety night sky. They played hide-and-seek among the trees, their lights flickering in and out of sight, their laughter echoing through the silent woods. And as the night wore on, they shared stories and dreams, their voices hushed and filled with wonder. Section 11. Slumber's Embrace. As dawn approached, painting the eastern sky with the promise of a new day, Flicker and his friends made their way back to their cozy home nestled among the roots of the old oak tree. Tired but happy, they snuggled together, their lights dimming as slumber's embrace enveloped them. And so the enchanted forest settled into a peaceful sleep, its magic safely tucked away until the stars twinkled once more.